Welcome back to the channel. My name's Pizza, and today we are going to be installing all these. Well, I guess over the course of the next few days to a week or two. We've got roughly 18 days before Easter Jeep Safari, so this should all be done by then. I did purchase everything with the exception of the Wolfbox G900 Tri-Pro. Wolfbox was kind enough to send that out, so we'll be doing a separate video on that, but this right here is the bulk of the stuff that I'm going to be installing for Easter Jeep Safari. We've got an ICECO APL35 fridge, Bluetti, I think it's the Elite 100. We've got the Charger 2 for the Bluetti, and then I've got a slide that I'm going to be modifying. So originally I did order the ICECO slide, but So originally I did order the ICECO slide. I actually have it sitting over there. It's not gonna work for what I need, so I ended up ordering a cheap one on Amazon that I'll be cutting up and modifying to hopefully fit the vision that I have for this fridge setup. Yeah, there isn't actually a fridge in here. I just put the box up here for now. But yeah, so I'm gonna start taking stuff out. I think today I'm gonna tackle this fridge slide. But yeah. So the original problem I was coming into was right here, this gap. So the last fridge, or the last slide, only had it coming to here. So now I'll be able to be open and clear. Okay. And there's room on the sides right here. And then now I'm going to slide it fully back to make sure that it clears inside. All right, so now that this is fully in, I'll be able to cut a hole up in here, though I can still access the fridge from inside. So as you can see, this slide is super wide, so I am going to be trimming that today. So I'll probably cut out a good chunk and then leave it slightly bigger, or maybe just a little bit bigger. I do need to make sure that I can still fit in this gap right here. We now have it trimmed and nice. That'll fit perfectly. I don't know if you can really see what I just did. Yeah. All right, yeah, so this will be the new fridge slide. Debating if I want to go from underneath and then bolt it on like this. That might be the way to do it for it to be a little bit cleaner. So these are the two slides side by side. This is the ICECO one. This is the Amazon one. So this ICECO one's kind of just a generic one that they have that'll fit their specific fridge. It's not like an exact size, but it fits a bunch of their other models. So you can really see how much more narrow and longer this one is. And this length is what's going to allow me to open it from outside and inside the Jeep. Let me go throw the fridge on them real quick so you can see. Here's the ICECO fridge on the ICECO slide. Fits on there well, but there's clearly enough room on the excess room on the edges. And then this is going to be the fridge on the slide that I modify. So as you can see, I tailor it a lot more for the size. This is a 14-inch gap, and I believe the fridge is 13 wide. Just want to show what I used. I just used these screws that I had left over. I think I didn't install on my last Jeep, and these were leftover screws. They peek out just a little bit at the bottom, but not too bad. Slide is bolted down to the floor, and then this is fully locked. And now we're just going to fully extend it with the fridge. And now it's locked in place over here and be perfectly clear. Super happy with this. Let's see. I think it does droop just a little bit, but it still doesn't contact the tailgate. So that's all that matters for me, as long as it's not dragging on anything. And then to put it away, Yeah, so this is about how much we are off by. I'm not too worried about it right now. Eventually I would like to fully cut this off and have it welded as one piece instead of just 4 screws holding it together. So now that this is mounted in there, I can go ahead and trace out the hole that I want. So all the way down. So I'll probably trace that out and cut it when I have this out. Yeah, and then I still need to cut out the pass-through port for there, or the lift-up door for there, and lift-up door back there. And then, so yeah, I think get that traced out, pull everything out, and start staining. We made some couch cushions out of the mattress that was up there, since I will be using my own inflatable mattress. But I think they came out pretty good. Not perfect, but there's just a piece of 1/4-inch wood underneath, and that helps make these really sturdy. This one I actually forgot to make, so I am just stitching 2 of the pieces together onto foam. It's just this little jumpsuit thing right here, so I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I cut out a little piece for the dog bed underneath there. It was just temporary. I think I'm gonna just end up using an actual dog bed that we have. And then I threw this shelf on here temporarily, just so I can practice and see how gear can get in and out of this compartment. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's see, how does this work? Yep, that works perfectly still. Then I'll probably get some Velcro strips to put underneath these so that they stay in place a little bit better. Okay, now that we've got everything clear coated and in its proper home, we're going to start on the electrical system today. We're going to be hooking up the Blue Yeti Charger 2 to the vehicle, mounting it up over somewhere around here, and then running the wires here to the Elite 100. So I did contemplate getting the new Elite 300, but at this time it is just out of my price range, and it is probably going to be overkill for what we're doing right now. Eventually, we'll upgrade. I did make this modular so I can adjust the height for the power station. And then by getting the Charger 2, I really set myself up to be open to upgrading or expanding as needed. We have got the Blue Yeti mounted. And let's see. There we go. And that'll be perfect. I can reach from inside and outside. Up here is where I'm going to put some type of wireless switch panel. That way I can control it from anywhere inside here or even from the cab. And then all the wires will run out here and go straight down. We should be good. So in the instructions, it did say 20 centimeters to the side, but I don't really have a good spot for it. If I do find that needs more airflow, I'll probably put a computer fan somewhere around here just to get more air circulation. But for now, I don't think it'll be too much of a big deal. I am going to connect this panel to up here, and then it should hold everything in place. I don't really foresee this falling down off once it's hooked up to here. Okay. I should hold it right in place. And then to remove it, we will just do this. And then should be able to slide right out. Yep. Boom. All right. And then to put it back in. And then this little piece just locks it right in place. So even if it does slide out, it's still holding. But I don't foresee it really sliding out. Oh gosh. I think the amount of downward pressure should hold it in place. If I need to, I can put a bracket down here. But I think for now, this will be just okay. Just fine. We have got everything running down through the bed underneath, pretty much the same way that we ran the wolf box. So it just goes along the frame right here, comes up through the fender well, and then into the engine bay, coming up right here. And then it was a little short, so I had to use some extra wires that I had from, I think, a winch install. But we've got it all done. I still need to get another rubber cover like this for over here, and I'm going to grab a wire mount right here to hold it in place to this bolt. I'm just doing a test run right now, and then I'm going to run to O'Reilly's and grab the extra parts. But we're going to do the first startup right now. Okay, so we have got the Charger 2 installed. It is running fine. I had to do an update for it just so it's all up to date. And now we are currently charging at 588 watts. I do need to get a longer cable for this so that I can have the battery pack here. So the way that we usually camp is we usually don't stay in one place for too long. So this should keep us topped off if we're moving every single day. We are charging pretty quick, so I don't really foresee myself getting solar panels anytime soon, unless we do like a boating camping trip with our friends. And then in that case, we're gonna be staying in one location for a few days. But everything is good. Everything's working fine. There's no fires. Overall, this electric build, or oh shoot, this solar install part is going pretty well. We're almost done. Okay, so quick little comparison before I throw the new one on. Yeah. So, thanks Max Speeding Rods. This is their hoop that they sent out. Pretty sweet. There's only a few scuffs on here, but it didn't go all the way through. It's just like lightly on the powder coat. This one right here, when I actually first got it, was already scuffed, and you can see it's starting to rust here. Yeah. So this is for the Mopar anniversary bumper, which is what I have here. This isn't an official Mopar bumper, but I did get it off Amazon. Same with all these lights and stuff. Hoop is now installed. Not the easiest to get in there. So I think it's definitely designed for having the end caps on. I don't like having the end caps on, so I ended up just throwing some washers underneath there so it lines up. The fit is, I'd say, about 80% there. You do have to kind of force it down there to get all of it. There are some light scuffs, but it's not too bad. Nothing going all the way through. I mean, all in all, I definitely like the look of it. I think it looks a lot more aggressive on there. So I'll throw up a side-by-side comparison on the screen here. All right, so be sure to check the link in the description if you want to get one for yourself. Definitely a nice upgrade over the one I had before. All right. All right. Super happy with the progress we made. We have gotten a lot done in, I mean, it's been a decent amount of time, but it's between working and weekends and then other plans. So having all this done is definitely feeling good, especially with our trip being in a few days. So if you guys made it this far, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you see. It's totally free. This is Pizza. I'll see you guys in the next one. Just like this. Okay. And then, let's see. Let's put it right here. Boom. Shakalaka.